Hi, everyone. Today I'm here with Elliott Sumner, who is a 2022 graduate of our Master of Business Administration program. He also had a concentration in Information Systems and Project Management. Hi, Elliott. Thanks for joining me.
Hi, Haley. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, Elliott, where do you currently work and what do you do there?
So I work at First Summit Bank out of Richland. I am the vice president, senior information systems officer. So it's a long title for I manage the technology department for the bank.
Okay, awesome. Very cool. And that information systems and project management concentration, I'm sure, helped a little with that. And now you are also an adjunct in our undergrad MIS program, so that's pretty cool as well.
Definitely. It was extremely helpful. A lot of folks in the technology field get kind of wrapped up in technology itself and don't have a good understanding of the business and what technology impacts the day-to-day operations and strategic business decisions. So, taking the MBA course at St. Francis was extremely valuable to broaden that scope and, allow me to see the big picture when it comes to the business itself and the bank and what our decisions, how they impact the business as a whole. So yeah, and
That's
also it allowed me to get the opportunity to take an adjunct position at St. Francis, which I am very excited about. I think that will be a great opportunity.
that's great. Yeah, we are very happy to have you come back to St. Francis after an undergrad career and then an MBA career. So, what made you choose St. Francis as the place to get your MBA?
That's a good question. I took my undergrad through St. Francis, and honestly, the relationships that I built while there at my undergrad, even though that was 10 plus years ago, I knew if I was ever to go back for my MBA, I would want to at least look at St. Francis for it. And when I did that, I understood that they added a lot of depth to their program and really put a lot of effort into making their MBA program what it is today. So it ended up being a very easy decision for me, put it that way.
Absolutely. That's what we like to hear. So what would you tell someone who is on the fence about, going back to graduate school at St. Francis? Maybe they've started their working professional lives and they're ready to go back, but they don't know if they want to jump in.
I would simply say jump in. I was on the fence for a few years, and honestly, it was a decision that I put on the back burner. And not that I regret doing that, but I would have regretted extending that out even further. So I'm really glad that I did it. You can do it. You can manage the time. St. Francis does a very nice job of allowing you to take certain courses throughout the entire year. You don't have to consolidate. Most people that take a graduate program are working full time. They have families. You can do it. St. Francis gives you the options and the abilities to be successful if you go back. So don't hesitate. Just do it.
That's great to hear. Yeah. If you could use one word to describe your experience at St. Francis, what would it be?
I think my one word would be fulfilling. It was something, like I said, I wanted to do for many years, and I just didn't put it into fruition. When I did, it was extremely fulfilling. The students and the instructors, professors that I've met along the way have been fantastic. And now that I'm done, I'm taking that knowledge and running with it and expanding my career. And um, all in all, it was extremely fulfilling.
That is a great word to describe any experience at St. Francis, especially getting your MBA. I'm sure it was the same way with your undergrad. So thank you so much for sharing and joining me today about your experience in the graduate program in the Shield School of Business. Thanks so much for talking to me. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.